In the hours after the crash, Anthony Joshua was rushed to a private hospital in Lagos, where doctors treated him for minor injuries and placed him under observation. Authorities later confirmed he was conscious, stable, and did not require surgery. Within days, Joshua was discharged from hospital. He remained in Nigeria, choosing not to travel immediately. Accompanied by his mother, he visited a Lagos funeral home to pay his respects to Sinagami and Lateef Lats Ayodele, the two men who had worked beside him for years and lost their lives at the scene. Joshua is now recovering at home in Nigeria, focusing on both physical healing and the emotional toll of the tragedy. The Nigerian authorities moved quickly. The Federal Road Safety Corps and Ogun State Police Command released an official statement confirming that the SUV carrying boxing champion Anthony Joshua and his team lost control while overtaking and collided with a stationary truck on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, en route to Shagamu, Ogun State. Eyewitnesses and FRSC officials noted that a tire burst may have contributed to the crash, highlighting the sudden and chaotic nature of the incident. Here is a news report from TVC News Nigeria.
Eyewitnesses and the Federal Road Safety Corps have identified tire burst as one of the causes of the auto crash involving the boxing champion Anthony Joshua along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway on his way to Shagamu, Ogun State.
We all sat down here at the other side. We were sitting down to waiting for one of our colleagues. We just saw the car. We just heard a voice, boom. Our expectation was that maybe all these truck, maybe their tire has been burst again. So, in fact, unfortunately, it was a car that ran under a truck that parked.
As I come out, I see white men in the floor. We reach there. So we look at us, we want to rescue them. One person they talk say one white man still there inside the motor. One white man still there inside that motor. As everybody go look, say more they rescue that person. It's in Anthony Joshua. Everybody just shout Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua. So immediately before everybody gathered and say they want come out inside that motor, road safety don't reach our side. The patrol come sharp immediately. So they with us. Now then they can't carry Anthony Joshua for there. Road safety now they can't carry him.
It's most likely that the vehicle was coming on top speed, and as a result of the tire burst, which the eyewitnesses said, lost control and then ran into that. That's what we can say about that.
At the Federal Road Safety Corps compound in Shagamu, officers examined the truck involved in the crash, now secured as part of the investigation. The damage tells its own story. The impact on the left side of the truck, along with its bent rim, reveals the force of the collision. The SUV suffered even more visible destruction. The right side of the Lexus, from the bonnet to the front and rear doors, was heavily crushed, showing where the impact was most severe. Investigators later established that the passengers who lost their lives were seated on that right side of the vehicle. Anthony Joshua, by contrast, was seated directly behind the driver, a position that likely spared him from the full force of the impact. As investigators piece together what happened, the reality remains unchanged. 2 lives were lost, and one of boxing's biggest names walked away forever changed. For Anthony Joshua, this is no longer just a story about survival. It is about loss, reflection, and the fragility of life.